Hi everyone, welcome to this vivid session about DevOps management for continuous delivery and quality. My name is Omer Felder and I'm the product manager for ALM Octane. I would like to start with the question why. Why do we want to adapt DevOps? I believe that the answer lies in this survey that you see in front of you. Is digital disruption affecting your business? It does. It doesn't matter if you are in retail, banking, automotive, or if you're working for the government. Our customers expect us to deliver more value, faster, with higher quality, in a lower cost. Implementing enterprise DevOps properly has the potential of achieving all of this for your company. Like the famous saying says, every long journey begins with a single step. Why am I saying it? Because reality is complex. Every enterprise out there that needs to run needs to transform. It has to first run because it serves millions of users to sustain the business running on application and infrastructure that were built in the last few decades. The innovation, the transformation needs to come with a lower risk if implemented in the right way. While everyone wants to move from waterfall to agile and DevOps, everyone wants to transform their application architecture from one monolithic application to microservices and APIs, while everyone wants to move from mainframe to cloud native apps in AWS or Azure, it's pretty clear that in the next 10, 15 years, some would say forever, an enterprise agile company, an average enterprise will have it all. We will have mainframes. We will have projects that are developed in a waterfall way for a long, long time. So we need to be creative in the way we implement Enterprise Agile. When we look at DevOps transformation and building a continuous quality and delivery pipeline today, we see three main roadblocks. The first is lack of visibility. Frankly, today, many organizations don't really know what's working and what's not for them. And if you don't know what's working or not, how the hell can you improve? The second roadblock is around speed, which is pretty straightforward. A company needs to run faster than competition if it wants to win in the market. And lastly, we need to keep high quality. We are less patient as consumers, and in many cases, one customer, one user will just switch from one vendor to the other because of lack of responsiveness or functional issues that he or she experiences in an application. We expect in our application that we consume at work as well the same level of quality and user experience that we see with commercial user-based applications. So now that we understand what are the challenges, let's see how can we use ALM Octane in order to implement a DevOps management pipeline with continuous delivery and quality. For those of you who haven't seen ALM Octane, it is a comprehensive DevOps management platform that supports enterprise agile delivery with high quality criteria. It supports continuous visibility and delivery across your application lifecycle management. It has these 8 core modules and a lot of capabilities that I will talk about in the next few minutes. There are four transformations that needs to happen in order for an organization to implement continuous delivery and quality. The first is streamlining application delivery. An average enterprise has dozens of applications that are used day to day in application delivery. It usually starts with a PPM software that is used by the senior PMOs, like Micro Focus PPM, where we define the company strategy. It also can be, mainly in highly regulated companies, a required management tool, like Micro Focus requirements, DMRM, or maybe an external tool like IBM DOS. Then the strategy needs to be translated into a day-to-day work. This is where application lifecycle management software comes in. This is where we translate those requirements and high-level strategy into an enterprise or a backlog, where we have epics, features, user stories. This user story then is then taken by a developer to an IDE, whether it's Visual Studio or Eclipse or IntelliJ. It is then being implemented and stored in source control management, Git, SVN, AccuRev, and so forth. This code is being monitored by a CI server, whether it's TeamCity or Bamboo or Jenkins. The CI server then builds, deploys, and tests the change. The more testing you have here, the better. Functional testing, security testing, performance testing in an environment that is as close to production as possible. These results must feed into the ALM machine. If testing has passed, then we deploy to the next environment. We promote the build from dev to QA, from QA to staging to pre-prod, and so on, according to the process, and then on to production. This is where tools like service management and application performance monitoring comes into play. Taking a step back, we need our ALM system, like ALM Octane, to be able to gather all this information from all those systems. Make sure that we have the traceability and the visibility in order to understand what's working or not for us and how to improve. Micro Focus invests a lot in making sure that ALM Octane is very much integrated into a DevOps ecosystem. It integrates with, like I mentioned, with tools like CIs and source control management. And it also has Micro Focus Connect to make sure that all synchronization are happening in the most simplified way. You can use Micro Focus Connect for free in order to get tools like agile management tools, requirements management tools, and service management tools to synchronize with Octane and getting the visibility that we just talked about. Then all the modules that we have in Octane, with all the data that we brought in, will give us the visibility that we need in order to start with the first transformation. The second transformation is how to make Enterprise Agile work. On the team level, we pretty much know what to do. And to some degree, it doesn't matter if we are using this tool or the other. But we have to embed quality at the team level. We have to make sure that on the team level, on the sprint level, we create high quality components. Then the challenge even rises when we're trying to go to the program level. To build an agile release train composed on multiple teams with multiple programs with dependencies is a challenge. You need a tool that will help you continuously deliver an agile release train. And then how to connect the business to IT. What does it mean to run fast with higher quality if you don't provide meaningful value to your customer? So you have to implement Enterprise Agile as a whole in order to make sure that enterprise DevOps with continuous delivery quality actually makes sense. With ALM Octane, you can manage priorities. You can make sure that progress or development is being done according to priorities. You can increase the collaboration between dev and QA to make sure that the first things implemented are the first thing tested, and customize the capabilities and dashboards in Octane in order to make sure that as much relevant data is being presented to the decision makers to deliver faster. In this example, we also see a matter of shifting left securities testing. We're bringing the vulnerabilities that are found by a security testing tool into the agile management day-to-day. The third transformation is about putting quality back at the core. We see many organizations that try to implement agile at scale, try to implement continuous delivery and quality, but forget to increase or change and adapt their quality processes to make it happen. We have to increase dev and test collaboration by bringing the testers early in the game, whether it's by using just process capabilities or real capabilities like BDD, behavior-driven development. We have to make sure that the test automation framework is giving us the perceived ROI. We cannot get to 100% coverage, and we need to make sure that the efforts that we are making in test automation give us value back. And then we need to make sure that our systems and tools are keeping us back and provide us the end-to-end quality status, even when everyone is so focused on the sprint level and making the user story to done. With ALM Octane, you can manage both manual and automated tests. You can integrate with any testing framework tool, open source, third party, or micro-focus tools like UFT and LoadRunner. You can manage the process from start to end, from planning to execution and monitoring. Plus, you have a lean requirements management module, which allows you to make sure that business is connected to IT and that you're testing the right thing with the right coverage. The last transformation is optimizing value streams, which essentially means let's take everything we talked about, the visibility from all over the tools, the enterprise agile approach and quality management, and make sure that value flows from planning to production in an optimized way. This is where capabilities like risk management and release management and DevOps optimization comes into place. You need a dashboard that provides you the visibility and traceability, and you need capabilities like analytics to be able to analyze velocity with things like cycle time, quality with things like defect resolution rates, and overall optimization with making sure that you are investing in the right areas. Now that we understand how can we leverage ALM Octane to implement continuous quality and delivery, you might ask yourself, is this even related to ALM Quality Center? Well, sure it is. First of all, we in Micro Focus would love you to leverage your existing investment. You have been using ALM Quality Center for years now. You have trained your people on Quality Center. You have built integration around it. And ALM Quality Center is on a great path forward. Let's first again understand what is the difference between Quality Center and Octane. So ALM Quality Center is all around quality. It's the quality management platform from quality testing, test planning to execution and monitoring. This is especially true for a water type of testing and quality management, and even more so in a highly regulated environment using capabilities like workflow and baselining. Unlike Quality Center, ALM Octane is a DevOps management platform. We talked about the Enterprise Agile capabilities. We talked about the integration with the continuous integration server to manage test automation at scale. And we talked about the visibility and analytics. Two different products, two great future paths. We have released ALM 15 in August 2019, and we are about to release the first service pack with great capabilities like single sign-on, a new web interface, and other very significant capabilities. You can come into the Micro Focus community and website in order to learn more about it. And with that, let me say thank you, and please reach out if you have any questions about implementing continuous delivery and quality.